For this video, I'm going to show you how to share your NRG project. To begin, we need to first understand how a project is actually stored. A project is stored in basically two forms, two and a half. There is the form when you are editing, that is basically just a directory probably stored on your local drive, and there's the project when it is actually published. The published project will be stored inside the NPK NRG package file. All the assets inside that package file are basically already pre-compiled, so at runtime NRG don't have to recompile any type of resources. And there is also another way, which is the halfway, which is an NRG package that is not actually precompiled. So first, let's load a project. I'm going to go under Open Project, Desktop, and I'm going to select the NRG Showcase. As you can see, it is a directory that is locally stored on my computer here. If I had to publish it, I will output basically an NPK, and I would output a C++ project file based on the platform that I'm publishing for to compile a standalone executable. If I want to share my NRG Showcase project with the world, I basically can do two things. I can simply use an archiver and basically compress as a zip or as a RAR or a 7-zip file. I can compress my NRG Showcase directory. Another way, maybe probably safer and faster, is to use the built-in functionality of the NRG editor. If I go under File and then Pack Active Project, you can see that I have all the platform available to me. Under Properties Application, I have a bunch of external files. Only I have one for this specific project, but eventually, if I create more, in example, CC++ plugin, I will end up having plugins for each and every basically platform that I'm targeting. Especially relevant when it comes to Android, that Android itself will have multiple plugins for all the architecture supported by Android. So based on the platform, these external files will be packed along the NPK, at the exception for files that are placed under application and will basically be part of any type of publishing package. So under File, Pack Active Project, I can select the platform, and the external files related to that platform will go along with it. Or I can simply choose Application, and it will pack my whole application. It would take that NRG Showcase folder and pack it as an NPK. All scripts and resources inside that NPK will not be precompiled compared to the final publishing phase, where each and every resources will be compiled, and on top of being compiled, a lot of things will be also discarded, not only code but resources as well that are only good for the NRG editor. As an example, a utility asset that allow you to create graphical user interface, utility and tools for the NRG editor, startup also utility, will be discarded as well. So a published NPK contains only the strict minimum information, pre-compiled information, ready to run at runtime. When we're creating an archive coming from Pack Active Project, it will only bundle the raw form of all these scripts and all this data and just compress it as a standalone NPK. If I close the project and I open back on my desktop, now I have NRG Showcase.npk that I can open in read-only. As I open it in read-only, the editor is asking me, do you want to unpack the active project? If I confirm, it's going to recreate the NRG Showcase directory and extract each and every file just as the way it is in the NRG Showcase local directory. Everything will be placed the way it was originally. If I click cancel, I'm going to run the NRG Showcase in read-only. I can still go around, I can still start the application and run around my world. The whole application will work as if it were basically published, but it is not precompiled. All resources will be pre-compile on the fly, which is basically slower. If I want to add another level of protection, and this also apply when you're actually publishing your final NPK, I am going to reload my NRG showcase. I cannot recompress an NPK as it is. In this case, it is read-only. So I'm going to reload my original project. And this time under properties application, you see that here I am having an encryption key. I can basically encrypt the data of my inside my .npk. Of course, it would take slightly longer to load because there's the decryption mechanism that is going to kick in. Plus, when the data is encrypted, it is not as good as text or binary precompiled data. So it will be slightly slower to load, but it adds a level of protection for your asset. Let's say that I put that the password is going to be 123456. And I'm going to go under File again, Pack Active Project and Application. And now I can have protection on this NPK. If I reload it without a password, I'm going to have the invalid NPK password, or the package is actually corrupted. If I re-input my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6 here, and then open my project and open the NPK, you can see that now I have access to the raw data that was actually compressed along with the NPK. So this is basically how you can share your application by going under File, Pack Active Project, and then select either to pack the whole application or for a specific platform, and all the external data, the external files that have been connected to that platform will come along with it.